Hello students, welcome to Abhyas Mathematics class. Myself Uday Soni, Faculty of Mathematics for JEE Main and Advanced. This is the 6th lecture of inverse trigonometric functions. Under lecture 5 I have discussed type 5. Okay, and in type 5 we have seen two properties of inverse trigonometric function. Okay, now we will see the remaining properties under type 5. Third one. Okay, today we'll discuss the third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Okay, till sixth. So write the third one. It is y equals to cos inverse of cos x. Okay, see this one. This is your outer function which is inverse. It will decide what? Boundary, isn't it? This decides your boundary, and the inner one, this will tell you about continuity, isn't it? We already know cos function is continuous. Okay, so what is the boundary in case of cos inverse x? Your principal branch, it is from 0 to pi, isn't it? 0 to pi, and both are under close bracket. Okay, continuous. Okay, let us solve now. Y equals to cos inverse of cos x. Okay, this implies y equals to x if your x belongs to, say, 0 to pi. Okay, when your x belongs to the principal value, you will get y equals to x, and this is what we call first impression. Okay, this is your first impression. Okay, now we will be drawing the graph of first impression. Okay, let us make the coordinate axis. This is your coordinate axis. Okay, now what is your first impression? It is y equals to x, isn't it? So let us draw y equals to x. This is y equals to x. Okay, now let us draw the boundary. Okay, what is the boundary of cos inverse of cos x? 0 to pi, isn't it? So we will draw the boundary. Here you have got 0 origin, and it will go up till pi. Okay, this is pi. Got it? And this is your line y equals to x. Okay, so since the function is continuous, look here, what we do in case of continuity, we will fold the graph, isn't it? We will fold the graph at boundaries. Okay, so let us start folding the graph at boundaries. So when we fold, this portion will be removed, isn't it? And it will be folded at y equals to pi by y equals to pi. Okay, it will be folded at y equals to pi here. So when you fold it, you will be getting a branch somewhat like this, isn't it? Again, this portion is going out of 0 to pi, so bring it under 0 to pi by folding it at boundary 0. Okay, this is your boundary. See, this is pi and this is 0. Okay, this is your boundary. Okay, so we will be folding here and again it is going to infinity. So remove this portion and again fold it at boundary pi. Okay, fold it here. Getting? Again this will go outside. Remove it, fold it. Okay, and it goes on. In the same fashion we can do on the left of y-axis. We will remove this part and fold it at this boundary, so it comes out to be like this. Remove the portion which is going out of boundary, fold it at the boundary. Okay, again this is going out of boundary, so remove this and fold it at boundary 0. Okay, see I'm making dark circle at every boundaries. Okay, that is pi and 0. Why? Because both 0 and pi is included, isn't it? So this is the graph of cos inverse of cos x. Okay, now since this is your line y equals to x, this is your graph. Okay, the final graph is this, and since this line is y equals to x, here both the x coordinate and y coordinate will be equal. Okay, so at this value your x coordinate is pi, isn't it, and your y coordinate is also pi at this point. Okay, so here on the x-axis you will have pi, isn't it, and here you will have 2 pi, here 3 pi, here 4 pi, here minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi. Okay, and this is your final graph, this one. Okay, now I'm drawing with the red ink. Okay, sorry. Draw it nicely. Okay, this is your cos inverse cos x graph. Okay, I hope you understood how to draw this graph. Okay, now we'll be writing the equations of each branch. Okay, look very nicely. Okay, oh yes, this is y equals to x. What is happening to this line y equals to x? It is getting folded, isn't it, at boundary pi. So what was the rule I taught you? I taught you the rule, right, that when graph is folded, what will we do? How will we write the equation of new branch? It was 2 times of boundary minus graph. Okay, let me show you. See here, 2 times, if the function is continuous, if it is continuous, look here, since it is continuous, your equation of the new branch will be 2 into boundary, okay, at which the graph is folded, the boundary at which the graph is folded, minus the graph. Okay, so let us get back. So the boundary at which graph is folded is pi, isn't it, this pi. So 2 times of pi. Okay, your equation of this branch will be y equals to 2 times of boundary minus graph. What is your graph here? It is x, isn't it? Y equals to x. So your graph is x. Again, this line which is going out of boundary will have equation y equals to 2 pi minus x. Okay. Now again it is folded at which boundary? Say this is your boundary, isn't it? 0. So 2 times of 0 means 0 minus this 2 pi minus x. 0 minus 2 pi minus x. Okay. 2 into, see, 2 times of boundary, that is 0 minus your graph. Your graph now, this will be 2 pi minus x. So when you solve it, what you will get? X minus 2 pi, isn't it? So the equation of this line will be, y equals to x minus 2 pi. Okay, x minus 2 pi. And in the same fashion you can find the equation of this branch, isn't it? When you go to the left, look, when you go to the left side, you are folding the graph at which boundary? 0. 2 times of 0 means 0 minus graph. Your graph is x, isn't it? So simply here you will get y is equals to minus x. Use this rule, okay? 2 times of boundary minus the graph. This line is what? Hold on. Okay, this line is y equals to minus x, isn't it? So we are folding again this at which branch? Pi. So 2 times of pi. Okay, equation of this graph, this branch I'm writing. Okay, 2 times of boundary minus graph. What is your graph? Minus x, isn't it? So now it will become minus plus x. Okay, 2 pi plus x. I hope you understand how I am drawing the graph and how I am writing the equation of each branches. Okay, so that you can understand. See, from 0 to pi your equation is y equals to x. From pi to 2 pi your equation of cos inverse cos x will be 2 pi minus x, isn't it? Now okay, let us move on to next property, that is cosec inverse of cos x. Okay, y is equal to cosec inverse of cosec x. Since we have seen the 3 properties under type 5, now this 3 will be similar to those 3 which I have already taught you. Okay, this graph will be similar to sine inverse of sine x. Okay, so simply draw the graph of sine inverse of sine x. See, what is the principal value here for x? Your y will be equal to x if x belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 minus 0. We have seen this in lecture 2. Okay, so you can recall from lecture 2. Anyway, let us proceed with the graph. Nothing more to do in this graph. Okay, it is just similar to sine inverse of sine x. Even the equation of the branches, okay, is same. So just draw it. Okay, we have already seen. Okay, now let us draw the boundary first. Your boundary is this, isn't it? Pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, minus 0 means your 0 should be excluded from the boundary. Okay, draw the graph of sine inverse of sin x. I hope you remember how I have drawn. Okay, the only difference between sine inverse sin x, here you have got pi by 2, isn't it? And this is minus pi by 2. Okay, and this is 0. The only difference is that 0 is excluded. Okay, you will never get 0, so I am excluding 0 by drawing a hollow circle at point where the graph is crossing x-axis. Okay, here we have y equals to 0, isn't it? So we will never get 0, so I'm just removing this 0 from the graph of sine inverse of sin x. Now it became the graph of cos inverse of cos x. Okay, the rest is same. Okay, this equation will be y equals to x, and the equation of this branch will be equals to y equals to pi minus x, y equals to x minus 2 pi, y is equal to minus pi minus x, and y is equal to x plus 2 pi. Okay, this is the graph of cosec inverse of cosec x, and this value here you will have pi by 2. It is exactly similar to what? Sine inverse of sin x. The only difference is you are excluding the value 0. Okay, by making hollow circle. Here pi by 2, here you will have pi. Okay, here you will have minus pi by 2, here you will have minus 3 pi by 2, here you will have 3 pi by 2, isn't it? Now let me tell you one more thing in this graph. Okay, you all have studied straight line, isn't it? There we have seen how to write the equation of straight line. Okay, we have seen how to write the equation of straight line. See, when a point x1 y1 is given and a slope m is given, okay, how do you write the equation of line? Y minus y1, hold on, y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. Okay, so the same thing we will be using here to find the equation of straight line. Or you remember the graph of sine inverse of sin x, and you can directly write the equation of the branches. Okay, this branch. Okay, let me show you how to write the equation of this branch. Okay, using the coordinate equation of straight line coordinate system. Okay, So what is the equation of this line? See, let me tell you one more thing. Here slope is 1, okay? Since this angle is 45 degree, y equals to x, it has got slope 1, and this decreasing branch will have slope minus 1. Just hold on, okay, for a minute. Yes. Here slope will be minus 1, and for this increasing graph slope will be 1, okay? This graph is decreasing, isn't it? This one, it is decreasing, so its slope will be minus 1. Here this graph is increasing, so slope will be 1, okay, plus 1. So how do you write the equation of this branch? From pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, what will be the equation? This line, isn't it? So tell me, this line is crossing the point this, so here coordinate is pi comma 0, okay? Since x value here is pi and y will be 0, so you got the point, isn't it? X1 y1. So what is your y1? 0. Y minus y1 equals to, your slope is minus 1, isn't it? The function is decreasing. X minus your x1 is pi, so your equation will be, when you multiply, pi minus x. Yes, you got it, okay? See, y equals to pi minus x, this equation, okay? In the same way you can find the equation of the remaining branches, okay? You just need to find the coordinate. For example, when you need to find the equation of this line, this, okay, what is the coordinate here? Minus pi, isn't it? So your coordinate of this point will be minus pi, say minus pi comma 0. So how do you write the equation? Y minus y1 equals to, slope is decreasing, isn't it? Again minus 1, x minus pi, minus minus plus, okay? You already have minus here, so y equals to minus pi minus x. I hope you got it, okay? You can write the equation of the branches by using the straight line, okay? Point slope form. Now write for y equals to sec inverse of sec x, okay? Now y will be equal to x when, if your x belongs to close bracket 0 to close bracket pi minus pi by 2. Again, you have seen this in lecture 2, okay? According to range, I've shown you, right? According to range, according to domain. How can you remember? Anyway, now let us draw the graph of this first impression, or whatever, y equals to x, and we will proceed on, okay? This is nothing but what? Similar to cos inverse of cos x graph, okay? You remember cos inverse of cos? Just now I did, yes, isn't it? Couple of minutes back I have drawn the graph of cos inverse of cos x. Just repeat it, okay? Your boundary is from 0 to pi, 0 to pi. Draw it. This is your boundary, 0 to pi, and both are included. Okay, draw the graph of it's coming from origin. Okay, now see, at this value is included. Okay, at 0 the value is included, here the values will be included. Okay, since we have got close bracket, isn't it? 0 and pi both are under close bracket, so don't make it hollow circle. Okay, this value is included. Okay, now see, here pi by 2 is pi by 2, you have to take it out, isn't it? So at pi by 2, what you'll do, this is your pi, and at pi by 2, let me draw a line pi by 2, and let me make it a dash line. Okay, at pi by 2 your value should be missing, isn't it? So you will have to draw hollow circle at pi by 2 on the graph. Okay, not anywhere. Where your graph is, just draw hollow circle at pi by 2. This value is pi by 2. So this is the graph of sec inverse of sec x, and the equation for the branches is similar to what? Cos inverse of cos x. Okay, just write it down. Y equals to x, here y equals to 2 pi minus x, y equals to x minus 2 pi. Just now I have shown you, right, cos inverse of cos x. From there also you can write the equation of the branches. Y equals to minus x, y equals to x plus 2 pi, and you can understand this again through pi, 2 pi, the straight line. Okay, point slope form, equation of straight line in point slope form. 2 pi, here is minus pi, here is again minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi, minus 4 pi, it will go on. Here you will have 3 pi, here you will have 4 pi. Okay, got it? So when you write the equation, okay, remember, for decreasing your slope will be minus 1, and for increasing your slope will be plus 1. So look at this branch. Okay, I'll just show one. What is the coordinate here? 2 pi comma 0, isn't it? Because this is x-axis, so at x-axis your y value will be 0. Y minus y1, that is 0, is equals to your slope. What will be the slope of this line, this branch? Minus 1, isn't it? Because it is decreasing. Minus 1, x minus x1. So y equals to 2 pi minus x. Okay, I hope you got it. 2 pi minus x. See here, equation is 2 pi minus x. Okay, let us move on to cot inverse of cot x. Cot inverse of cot x. Y is equal to cot inverse of cot x. Now this graph will be similar to tan inverse of tan x. Just remember the first three, and the remaining three you can easily do it. In one you have to remove 0, and in sec inverse sec x you have to remove pi by 2. I mean, yes, just make hollow circle at pi by 2. the only difference. Okay, anyway, let us draw the graph of this. You will get y equals to x when if x belongs to open bracket 0 to pi. We all know that for chord the range is, the principal value branch is open 0 to pi. Okay, open bracket 0 to pi. Now let us draw the graph. Okay, in 10 your graph was below x-axis also, but here since your boundary is from 0 to pi and both are open, keep in mind that your graph should be between 0 to pi only. Okay, so let us draw it. This is your y equals to x, and this boundary is pi and this is 0. Okay, got it? Again here I am making hollow circle. Okay, here see, look here, look here. Why? Because they are in open bracket, isn't it? Now this line is y equals to x, so here you will have pi comma pi, isn't it? Both the coordinate will be same. So what will be the corresponding value on x-axis here? Here pi, isn't it? Here you will have pi. Okay. Again from pi you will be drawing a line like this, and this equation will be equals to y equals to x minus pi. Equation is same. Okay, for tan and cot. Now draw it from here. Your equation is y equals to x minus 2 pi. Here y is equals to x. Okay, again this branch, just look at the graph of tan inverse of tan x, you will understand it is almost similar. Okay, not exactly same but similar type. Okay, y equals to 5 plus x. Okay, I hope you can draw the remaining branches. Okay, here it will go on. Anyway, this is your cot inverse of cot x. Even you, in this case also, you can write the equation of the branches using the point slope form. Okay, and in this case all the slope will be equal to 1. Okay, the slope of all the branches is positive, isn't it? Because all are increasing. Here you will have 1, slope is 1, slope is 1, slope is 1 for this branch is also slope is 1. Here you will have 2 pi. Suppose you want to write the equation of this line, this branch, so how will you write? Here you will have 2 pi comma 0, isn't it? Since this is x-axis, your y coordinate will be 0, so write it down. Y minus y1 equals to slope is 1, x minus x1. So what will be your equation? Y equals to x minus 2 pi.